Hi everyone, it's Juliana here. We're going to be talking about a special creature that can unlock the secrets to space travel. Now, let's get to it! Okay, but wait, hold up. What am I talking about? An animal in space? Well, actually, the fat-tailed dwarf lemur is the closest living relative that we humans have that hibernate. And if we were to unlock its hibernation secrets, we can see if humans can do the same thing. And what does that mean? Why is that important? Well, if we were to be able to do the same thing, we can go through long distances through space without needing that much support. Not that much water, not that much food, just a limited amount of supply. Let's find out more about this animal.
Hibernating Animals 101, the fat-tailed dwarf lemur. The diet of the lemur, and the biology behind it. The fat-tailed dwarf lemur is a frugivore, with its diet mainly consisting of fruits and their flower nectar, with occasional insects and small vertebrates. This also makes it a huge pollinator of Madagascar, spreading pollen to each flower it passes. Macromolecules. The fruits and flowers, or their nectar, mainly composed of carbohydrates with lipids, while the insects and small vertebrates mainly composed of proteins with lipids. Now, does their diet ever change depending on the seasons? Well, first we have to take a look at the climate of Madagascar. Instead of 4 seasons, they have 2, the wet and the dry. The wet season is November to April, and the dry is May to October. The wet season is when fruits are abundant and water is easily accessible, and the lemur would experience their typical metabolic pathways. The dry season is when water and food are scarce, and the lemur will need to conserve their energy. But what exactly changes in their metabolism? Wet season metabolism. Due to their frugivore diet, their typical pathway will favor glycolysis to break down the sugars in it, but they will still be able to initiate protein and lipid breakdown when necessary. During their fattening period, just before hibernation, their metabolism will start slowing down and they will eat in excess. This will then start filling their fat reserves in their tail. Hibernation metabolism. When the lemur undergoes hypometabolism, this is when everything slows down. During hibernation, they will turn on genes to activate lipolysis more instead of glycolysis, and they will use the fat or white adipose tissue stored in its tail to sustain itself while hibernating. They will use minimal energy and their heartbeat will drop from 180 BPM to 4 BPM, and they will only take a breath every 10 to 15 minutes. Interesting fact. The tail can add up to 40% of the lemur's total body weight and can change volume from 10 to 30 milliliters. And right after hibernation, it'll shrink and deflate and get ready to collect fats again.